What's up, guys? Here today with a great video for you. This is a video that I've been putting off doing for a while just because of busy schedule and whatnot. But because of that, I have brought on my little brother to help me film some of the videos. He came through today and I really appreciate that. So we're gonna get into this workout for you guys. So basically what it's gonna be is, for those of you who know, who've watched enough bodybuilding videos, strength training videos and all that, you know that the best way to trigger hypertrophy and to get stronger and to tear down the muscle fibers properly so that they can be rebuilt is to get good contractions. Like if you're doing lat pull downs, to really squeeze at the bottom. You know, if you're doing bench press, to really squeeze at the top. That's very important to get that contraction. What's also important that I have found out by watching other YouTubers and just self-experience is that not only is it important to get that contraction, but it's also important to get the stretch. So depending on the exercise that I'm doing, I'm going to try and do an opposite movement. So if I'm doing bench press, what's my opposite movement going to be? Rows, okay? If I'm doing lat pull downs, then we're going to pair it with the next set being shoulder presses, okay? So basically what that'll do is that'll allow us to really tear those muscle fibers down. This is a really great exercise if you're wanting to get a lot done in a little bit of time. If you've only got like one day in the week that you can work out, then this is a perfect exercise for you. I don't have any leg exercises in this movement because I've got some knee problems I'm dealing with right now. So I gotta get those fixed so I can get back to doing that. But this exercise works perfect for your total upper body. It's a total upper body workout. And of course, with legs, you can do a lot with this concept of the push-pull with your legs. Like you could pair the squats with your mornings, but I'm sure a lot of you do that anyway on leg day. Basically, the main idea with this workout is that we're going to do opposites. So instead of doing 3 sets bench and then going to 3 sets rows, we're going to do 1 set bench, 1 set row, and we're going to run that until we have 3 sets for each exercise. We'll see how all that goes today. Can't wait to get into it. Yeah, so we're going to start off here though with a pre-workout I just recently got, and I tried it. Not in a workout setting, but I did try it in a regular setting. It's Beyond Raw Lit. Now this isn't the bad boy version. This isn't the super toxic version of it. This is like the Little Tykes version of Lit. But it's I tried it, and honestly, I haven't felt beta-alanine itchiness like I have with this thing. Honestly, ridiculous. Has the perfect amount of caffeine for me, but without going into all that, because I am going to try and do a review on this pre-workout, plus one of my next releases for my YouTube channel will be helping you decide which pre-workout is best for you. Because I believe that a good pre-workout is like one of the biggest bonuses you can add to your workout and training lifestyle. So we're going to kick that off right now. One of the things I like to do is put some ice in my shaker cup when I'm getting ready to do this, because I like my pre-workout to taste nice and cold. It makes it even more enjoyable, and the flavor on this pre-workout is absolutely insane. It's without a doubt the best tasting pre-workout I've ever had, period. No questions asked right there. Alright, so I'm gonna screw that guy in. Shake her up, and we're gonna get to the workout. Okay guys, so we're gonna start with our first exercise in this workout is gonna be dumbbell chest flies on a flat bench. And then after we do that, we're gonna accompany it with, I don't exactly remember what the exercise is called. I think they're called face pulls or like rear delt. It's like a version of rear delt flies basically. And you're gonna accompany that with your chest flies, and you're gonna do 3 sets of each exercise going back and forth. you're gonna pick a manageable weight you can do like 10 reps with. That's for the chest flies. And the same thing for the rear delt exercise, you're gonna do like a 10 rep type range for you. All right, so hopefully when I'm doing these exercises, I don't end up banging my machine over there. I've done that before and it's not fun. Hopefully it doesn't happen. We're just gonna have to run through this as we go. The important thing with chest flies is instead of thinking about putting the dumbbells together, about squeezing your pecs. All right, and then I'm going to show you the rear delt exercise. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab a rope attachment and hook it on to a machine that you can do pulley stuff with. You're going to hook it to your Nautilus machine, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to set a weight that you can do like 10 reps with. So for me, it might be like 5, and you want to get good range of motion too. So again, this is the opposite of a chest fly. You're actually going out, right? So let me show you. That's about 10 reps. You're going to do that, and then you're going to go back to the chest flies, and you're going to do this about 2 more times. You know, rest times in between sets are kind of up to you. But when you're doing the supersets, in other words, like when you're going from the chest fly to the rear delt exercise, you don't have too much rest. But when you're going in between supersets, like when you're done with your circuit of that and this, when you're done, you can take a little bit of a break and then get the next superset, right? All right, so I'm going to show you a demonstration with these lighter dumbbells. Our next 2 exercises are incline bench and chest supported rows. All right. So you're going to set your bench up about to the incline bench position. All right. So when you're setting up, you're going to want to put your shoulder blades raised.
Your shoulder blades? What? What is that supposed to be? Your shoulder blades.
You want to put them on the bench. If you can, for me, when it comes to dumbbell press, I don't like to. I know it's best for you that you do, but you know, do as I say, not as I do. Just because I like to get more flexibility and range of motion. So I'll let my shoulder blades up just a tad. What you're going to want to focus on with the incline is instead of pressing way down here, right? Because if you do that, you're just going to work your middle pecs. And if we wanted to do that,
we would have done mid bench. No, not mid bench. We would have done flat bench.
Okay, if we wanted to work your middle pecs, we would have done flat bench. We wouldn't have done this in the first place. Sorry to be mad. I'm not really. I love you all. All right, guys. So if you hear my cameraman laughing, it's because I'm just a funny guy. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna, instead of going way down here, you're gonna want to go up here towards like your neck area, your chin. So when you're pressing, instead of going like this, because there's a lot of people that'll do incline bench. They'll set their bench up for incline, but then they'll press lower, right? But what you end up doing is you end up working more of your middle and lower pecs, which you don't want that. That's why you have this bench set up in incline position, because you want to do an incline press. So you're going to want to keep your the dumbbells up pretty close to your chin, pretty much chin level, right? Again, squeeze your pecs up, bring the dumbbells together. Put them out, bring them together. Pull them out, bring them together, and you can, for an extra step, you can drive with your thumbs. And then squeeze at the top, all right? So that's what you're basically going to be doing. My shaker cup is rolling on the floor right now as we speak because Jack got knocked over. But yeah, you're gonna be working with weight that you're gonna be able to do like preferably like 5 reps with. But for my purposes, I'm just gonna stick with like a 10 rep range for 3 sets. And then I will show you after I'm done with that, I'll show you what I do afterwards for the chest supported rows.
Ooh, buddy, that heavy.
So basically, getting back to what I was saying, you can't be repping out dumbbells because if you do that, you'll lose control. You'll be all over the place. You could get hurt. So with dumbbells, you really got to pick a weight that you're able to actually get the rep range done while at the same time controlling it. Because if you notice, I wasn't going bang, 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 bang. You'll see nobody do that on dumbbells. Nobody on planet Earth, unless you see someone doing a warm-up set, will operate dumbbells like that. When you see people operate on working sets with dumbbells, you never see them pumping it out. There's a reason for that, because when you're actually at a good weight, you cannot do that. You gotta be able to control it. So me personally, again, this goes for any exercise you see in this workout. You can swap it for everything, okay? You can swap the chest fly dumbbells exercise for like machine ones or Nautilus ones where you got the rope buoy things. You can swap out a lot of different stuff, but I like to do dumbbells because, number one, at my home gym, that's the only real like free weight equipment I have. But you can use a barbell and what have you and machines, but I like dumbbells because they incorporate more fibers. So you're getting a ton of stabilizer work. So when you go to your actual barbell bench press, it's like that because your muscles are so used to having to stabilize stuff that your body is more able to focus on just pushing the weight up in a straight line. You're just gonna, when you're done with your incline press, you're just gonna flip your body around and you're gonna do rows. And again, you're aiming for like 8 to 10 reps. 8 to 10 reps should be your goal. One tip that I want you to keep in mind when you're doing rows is, or any back movement, I'll show you this on the lat pull down too. Instead of focusing on pulling your biceps in, like instead of focusing on curling the weight, I can get a better back contraction if I focus on pulling my elbows back as opposed to pushing my biceps in or pulling them in, right? Compare this to this. It's farther. I got a better back contraction, but it's all about the mind muscle connection and getting the proper contractions. 1, 2, 3, 10. And that's basically because I was so low on the bench. It was working more my lower lats. It's hard to find the perfect position when doing this, especially with my bench. I end up sliding down a little bit, but I can definitely feel that in my mid and lower lats. That's good news. So again, you're gonna go from this, and you're gonna take a little bit of rest, and then you're gonna go incline, row again, and you're gonna do this for 2 more sets. Once you've completed your incline dumbbell press and your chest supported rows, you're gonna move over to your Nautilus machine, switch the handle out from the last exercise you were doing, and you're gonna put a longer bar out there. All right, and then you're going to set a weight that you can do about 10 reps with or so. So for me, that's gonna be like, we're just gonna probably stick with like 11. We might have to even drop it, I'm not sure, but with all these exercises and all the supersets and everything, we're wanting to kind of stick in like a 5 to 10 rep range, something like that, but about 10 rep range, that's preferable. So you're gonna pair the lat pull downs with some seated dumbbell shoulder press. So remember, the key idea with this whole entire workout is push-pull. So again, we're going up like this with your shoulder presses, and then we're going down with our lat pull down. So we're gonna get some crazy stretching as well as contracting. And the thing is when this workout is done, I guarantee you're gonna be sore. So this is one of the best workouts I think you could ever do, you know, without trying to sound like I'm doing an outro. This is one of the best workouts you can do that if you're in a plateau, it can definitely give you some crazy soreness the next day, which again, soreness is a sign of muscle tearing. So that's good news. That means if you, again, you're hitting a plateau, this is good news, okay? This is a good news workout for you. We're gonna do like 10 reps on our shoulder press, and then we'll move over to do 10 reps on our lat pull downs. All right. 10. Whoa, buddy. Oh, man. That was rough. Next, you're going to wait about a minute or so, and you're going to do your lat pull downs. These last 6 sets are a challenge. Cardio-wise, strength-wise, it's a challenge. And you know what? You got to be up for the challenge if you're going to make gains. So, with the lat pull downs, again, same thing with the rows. You're wanting to focus on getting a contraction down here. All right? You don't have to grab way out here because, again, when you're doing your shoulder presses, you want this to be the opposite of your shoulder press. So whatever, width your arms are at when you're doing your shoulder presses, you want the same one for your lats. So for me, that's going to be like right here about. So, all right, 10 reps, boy. Let's get it. If you have to drop the weight, drop the weight. Do what you got to do to get these 10 reps. So, once you finished all of those supersets, then if you want to, as an optional thing, you can add some arm pump burnouts. So we'll just do some drop sets with triceps and biceps. So super light, we'll just go until failure on each weight, and then we'll just set the weight down as we progress. So for the tricep push downs, one thing you want to keep in mind is put your shoulder blades back, get right up on that rope, okay? And then focus on squeezing your biceps, or rather your triceps. The brain's already dead. Squeezing your triceps downward, and that's going to be the best way to do this exercise. That is a Antoine Violent tip, I think that's his name. But yeah, that's where I learned that tip. All right. That's as much as I can do at that weight. And then you're just gonna drop the weight down until you run out of weight stack. Then you're gonna move over to preacher curls. And you're gonna get a crazy bicep pump with this. So when you set the weights up right, again, you're gonna do 3 drop sets with this. So the key thing, remember, with preacher curls is that you don't wanna set this up so that you're hurting your elbows. You're gonna end up hurting your joints a little bit if you go too far down on the preacher curl. So go up a little bit. All right, and kind of put your shoulders up a little bit to support your forearms and everything. And then just, instead of focusing on pulling the weight up, focus on squeezing the muscle. And you'll feel, it's hard to explain, but focus on the mind-muscle connection of just flexing your bicep. So if it helps, take a looser grip. If that helps you with the mind-muscle connection, take a looser grip. Do whatever you want with this.
Whoa, buddy, that hurt.
So again, you're going to drop the weights until you have no more weights to drop, and that'll be your workout. So thanks for coming along. It was real exciting to try and do this workout. I've been wanting to do it for a long time and get it filmed, but just kind of put it off for a while. I want to thank my little brother for helping me with this, coming in really clutch for me. So yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe, like it, and give it a share. The important thing is that you're sharing it. Share it, let more people see this, because I think once you try it, you're gonna love it. And if there's something that's giving you results, share it with your friends and help them get results too. So for now, just keep trusting the process, and we'll catch you guys later.